Testing, testing. There we go. Why, hello. You have to let me know if the music is too loud today. Why, hello. How's it going today? Welcome to the stream. This music is it's a little much. Let me know if the music is too loud. Let me know if the music is too soft or any of that stuff that you hear. But anyway, thanks so much for being here. This music sounds very loud in my ears. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna turn it down. Then just up a bit here. So now it'll come through the speakers a little more, but it's not so much in my ears. Okay, that is much more manageable. There we go. All right, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming to hang out. Let me see if I can make this properly full screen. Okay, that doesn't do anything for the video. All right. Anyway, how's it going? This is me once again. I am Chef Sammul. I am a real-life baker, and I like to game in my off time and do all kinds of random off-the-wall things. So, thanks for being here. I'm doing something a little different for the music today. Today, for the music, I'm using pretzel rocks, so you'll see in the chat as I'm going. Excuse me. It'll be listing off every song that's playing. This stuff is all, I'm just playing with different kinds of ways to do music and different ways to be able to control sort of the audio experience. It's something that I feel like goes very sort of underdeveloped in most streaming that I see. So, yeah, I'm trying to be the change. I'm trying to do something a little different for myself. Anyway, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for joining and hanging out, whether you're in a VOD, whether you end up showing up live, whatever is going on. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. As you see, I'm currently smelting some iron. So let me give you the quick rundown. So last time we had a little bit of a problem. If you see over my shoulder here, make the skeletons pay. So we had a little bit of a situation at the end of last time. As you see, I have geared up again with more iron gear, more iron armor, all this other stuff. But we ended up getting shot by skeletons, getting our items were gate kept by those skeletons, and we ended up losing it. It was very dramatic, and it was great. I mean, to be fair, the only real valuable thing I had on me was a diamond pick. So, and it was partially used, and that's fine. We ended up finding a handful of diamonds yesterday, so we actually made back plenty, like in profit. So I'm not too concerned about losing the pick. It was just kind of, you know, it was just unfortunate that those guys lost me all my stuff. So I vowed to make the skeletons pay for what they've done. So I have a plan. I do, in fact, I have a plan for how we're going to do that. I found a skeleton spawner, right? And I found this a while back. So what we're going to do is I plan to, end goal for this first phase of what we're going to be doing on here is we are going to be developing that. We're going to be trying to make that, but not just develop it as a farm. We're going to develop the skeleton spawner as a, like, we're basically going to make it like an arena, right? Like, in response to dying to skeletons, I'm going to become the primary. I'm never going. I don't want to ever have to die to skeletons again. I'm tired of skeletons always getting the better of me. I'm tired of needing to run away from them at every corner. So I'm going to become really good at fighting skeletons. That's going to take some practice. So what I'm going to do with my skeleton spawner is I'm going to make an arena. I'm going to make a place for me to just practice, just fighting them off in real time. You know, at my level, I'm not just going to put them all into a block and then just hack them all to death. I'm going to fight them myself in an arena that I build. Oh, thank you. I actually did a little bit of work on the audio mixing. Thank you. Thanks for showing up. Also, good to see ya. Yeah, so anyway, I was just saying, I have made a vow to make the skeletons pay for what they've done to me. And how we're going to do that is I'm going to take my skeleton spawner that I have, and I'm going to develop it into basically like a fighting arena. Think like an airsoft arena, or a like paintball arena, or laser tag, like something like that, where like I'm going to have different obstacles, different levels, different ways to go, different ways to fight them, and I'm just going to have the spawner in the middle. Basically, I'm going to make myself a dungeon, so I have to go actually fight the skeletons. The problem is, the stream would be called Samuel versus the Skeletons, and we'll have to do that one day. But the thing is, that's going to take a lot of developing to get there, and I've got to get good first. So as you see, I only have so much iron, right? If I'm thinking practically, right, in order to actually make that arena really good and also be able to gather all the drops, I'm going to need to use a whole bunch of things like minecart collections underneath the floors and things like that to make it actually like a functioning skeleton farm. So I'm going to need a lot more iron. Now I'm working on smelting everything that I had, but that's not going to be enough, which means we're going to have to go and do some more mining. We're going to have to do some more actual grind work. And let me show you what I did in the meantime, right? I'm going to go down here while that stuff is smelting. I need to stop having to go up and down between my areas. So I'm going to try to actually move into my underground base. This base down here is, it's going to be pretty decent, I hope. And I started to do some work. So what I'm going to do is I've dug a little bit of an area out over here. I'm going to end up developing this a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit of terraforming and make this look nicer. But this, I need a utility room, right? I need to be able to put all my crafting and processing blocks of various sorts. I need to put them all over here. And I typically really like to have a utility room in my bases, and I'll show you kind of what that looks like as we go. But I need to get a utility room so I can just come in here to do all my gearing, all my smelting, all my breaking and cutting, and all the different things you have to do. That's all going to go in this side room. And so then I also dug this little thing out over here, which is going to be coming back out into the main room. And I'm going to also make a smelter for myself so I can actually smelt all the iron I'm going to need for this project and everything in the future. So basically, I just need to make my base a base. So these are the first couple things I decided that I'm going to need: a smelter and a utility room. And most likely off the utility room, I'll end up building some kind of a storage facility too. I'm not sure if it'll go in here or if it'll be an extension or if I'll dig something out here. I'm not sure where I'm going to put storage yet. But basically, I need to start moving in down here. If I want to actually fight the skeletons, if I want to actually truly get my revenge, I need to do it properly. And if I want to start building things in larger quantities and making farms and things like that, I'm going to need a place to store redstone and a place to process it and things like that. And I'm going to need a lot more iron. So in order to make sure that I'm close to what eventually will be my enchanting setup, which is somewhere down there, which is where that geode is, somewhere down there. You. Don't tease me. Yeah. Not about this. Come on. Get good, scrub. Okay, so what I need, if I want to get that far, and if I want to develop those things, we're gonna need to take a couple steps first, right? And another thing that I want to do is I would like to make my pathways all functional. So something else I want to do just as a whole in this map is I want to make every different like pathway that I use in game and things like that actually look good and actually feel like it's actually built into the world, which means that all this pathway we used last time, which is like 1 block wide bridges, this has to become real bridges. So I also want to do a lot of work into building all of this up and those pathways and things into true, actual, like arching, like stone, like make this like a pillar, like in the middle, like a stone bridge. I'm going to actually build out some infrastructure here as we go. Because effectively going over there, like what that means is I'm also going to have to do mining in my mine. I'm trying to actually play the game according to how the game seems to imply that it should be played. That's just kind of how I enjoy playing this. So that means the mine is for mining. So I'm going to end up going to the mine, and I need to dig that out. If I want to actually put in this infrastructure in order to make going to my mine immersive, in order to get the equipment I need for my skeleton spawner project, I need to do all this terraforming stuff too. So I've got a bit of a laundry list before I can actually get to the skeletons. That is the eventual first phase goal for what I want to do next in this map. But that's going to require a few steps. So first, I need more stone. And I need more iron, which means I need to go to the mine. So I'm going to spend some time in the mine just digging some stuff out today. I don't have a ton of time to stream. I'm probably going to be streaming for another hour, maybe hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half. That's about all the time I have for right now. Then I've got a few other things I have to do late this afternoon. So I'll be on for a little bit, just working on doing some casual mining and things like that. And hopefully in the near future, we'll be able to get to that skeleton farm. And maybe soon after, once we get to that skeleton farm, skeleton arena, we'll then be able to maybe we'll get geared up enough at that point to be able to spend some more time down at the edge of the deep dark and build out that geode and end up actually making an enchanting room like we were talking about last time. Maybe we'll actually start to get good here. But one thing at a time, because this game takes time and you can never get success just by trying really, really hard. It takes a little bit of time to keep trying really, really hard. That's what I mean to say. Leroy, you talking? I just saw the subtitles say the parrot talks. Yeah, there it is. What up, Leroy? Everyone say hi to Leroy. Yeah. Anyway, so I spent some time earlier today just digging that stuff out, kind of planning out what I'm doing next, gearing up a little bit more, and I cut down a few trees. So we got a bit of wood up here. I'm going to bring that down here and try to bring down all the stuff I've smelted, and then we're going to get into the mines and just start digging some stuff out. So, once again, thanks for joining. Thanks for being here for my rampaging mission against the skeletons who wronged me so. I've determined that I'm no longer going to be bad at combat. I can't be bad at combat anymore. Not now. And I promise, one day soon we will get to our trail ruin again, and we're going to keep working on that. That is the plan. But this is just a quick detour here while I get some stuff fixed up in my house. So I've got some more jungle logs. I got some more acacia logs. We're looking pretty good on this front. So one thing at a time. Oh, and I've also got these. So I've already got some stuff in place for my smelting system. Yeah, it's really much easier once you get better food saturation. And I started by collecting some of my first baked potatoes. So that's a start in the right direction. I now have a slightly better food source than bread. Where is it? Here we go. I've got one more stack. I'll bring that down just to have with me. I'm also going to... Here, you know what? If we're going to the mines, we may have to bring some TNT. Because, like, what else are you going to do in a mine but blow stuff up? So let's grab some stuff. Let's just kind of gear up with a little bit with this stuff. Bring it down. And just sort of start to make down there more of my hub than up here. So let me grab a good few stacks of this. See, should I go jungle or should I go oak? You know what? I think we're going to go jungle. Since I have more jungle, we'll go that way. Because as I'm building out the... man, why is my mind blanking on words? The mineshaft. Then I'm going to have to also be building up supports as we go. You'll see what I mean. I'm basically just going to try and build more of the mine as we dig into it. Because the mine's already there, so you may as well continue it. Alright. I think we're good. Let's go. Oh, wait, no. Here. Hit them with some of their own medicine. There we go. I got me a bow. All right, let's go. All right. So, I think this is where I'll be doing most of my storing of stuff for the moment. Let's just chuck these in there for the moment. Get all my wood stuff together. My extra stack of sticks. My extra food can go in there. I'll put all my other stuff. I'm taking these to the mine with me. And my ladders I want. There we go. And let's put my iron in here. All my gear looks pretty good. I think we're pretty good. Let's actually make a couple more picks because we're gonna go through these picks fast. So in that case, let's actually just grab. There we go. Enough to make a handful of tools. Oh, come on. 15. There we go. 15 iron ingots. That'll give me enough to make a few more tools as we go. And actually, I'm gonna need a lot more torches. So yeah, I'm basically just gearing up, getting ready to go. There we go. Way more torches than any one person should ever need. There we go. And yeah, we should be set. We'll grab a few stacks of this so we can build up our supports as we go. Make up some more sticks. All right, now this looks like a lot of gear, but this is what's going to be necessary. Let me bring this just to have a bed nearby when we go, and I will be back here soon. Whoa, whoa! That was terrifying. I didn't realize this thing just came to a sheer cliff edge. Let's try this again. There we go. There we go. Well, hopefully you like the music today. I've been trying, like I said before, I'm trying to sort of get a regular sound for what that I like. Right now, I'm just playing music off of Pretzel. I'm playing the I think it was the like electro swing playlist that they've got on there. It's pretty good so far. And plus, I know that they the Pretzel has a lot of they've got a lot of like deals and stuff that they've done with all of these like streaming platforms and stuff. Like everything on there is stream friendly, and you can select to make sure that everything is YouTube friendly, which is really great for like potential like copyright issues and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a pretty nice vibe. I'm not so much going for tension today like I was yesterday, but that's the goal, is eventually to be able to have a bunch of favorited playlists that I can then just kind of select through depending on what the vibe is that day, because I like creating a specific mood for the environment. Okay, I don't really want to get all this mining done here yet. I just want to get into my actual mine shaft and start developing. Okay, there we go. Let's do that. All right, I suppose let's go. Where do we begin? That's really the question. Which way do we want to go? I think most of what I want... Let's see. Oh, look at that. I forgot I had some stuff down here. All right. Right here is a pretty good entrance point. Like, this is kind of where I was last time. So... yeah, and right there's the entrance. So that ends up coming over here to here. Let's just dig this out. In fact, this whole kind of entry room doesn't need to be a bunch of corridors. Like, it's clearly, like, it's got a high ceiling. let's just clear all this stuff out. Just make this open and easy to see what's going on. We'll create our proper like entrance to the mine here. Honestly, it will be really nice when I start using actually like diamond stuff more. I realize I maybe should have made a diamond pick for today, but I know I just have a bunch of just bulk grinding to do, and I kind of don't want to just use up all my diamonds before I have a chance to maybe make them last a little longer. I kind of need to get good before I waste all my diamonds. Okay. So here's something that I should probably develop. If I'm going to be building out a mine shaft, and I'm just going to be kind of creating my version of what this mine shaft should be, what should I make torches look like? Like, I kind of don't just want torches sitting there. That's kind of lame. I guess I could make a bunch of lanterns and use lanterns to light it. The only issue with that is that it's a lot of iron that gets used for that, and I'm not sure I really want to use that much iron so consistently. There we go. Because I've got a lot of other stuff to use iron for, and I have not found an iron vein yet. So I should probably have that be a priority. Is first gathering iron for my other stuff, and maybe the lighting can just be torches at particular intervals, like maybe build into the wall a bit, you know, something like that. I could just have inset torches. That's not a bad idea. Come on. Ah, come on. There we go. Good, now I actually have a floor. Nice. Let's put some torches up here on the ceiling. Get them out of my way. All right, here's what we're gonna do. This area here is kind of a nice little entry room. So we're gonna make this our kind of hub. Let's put my bed there. Good, set my spawn. Let's do this. Going to make a handful of chests. One there, one there. Let's go with a few. Here, I'll need a few more planks for this. Good. Let's just chuck some of these. There we go. There. That was like a pretty good spot. Let's put all this stuff in there. I'm going to wait for the TNT until we start actually blasting a new passageway. So I'm just going to leave that there. Put my iron stuff in there. Okay. Sweet. I realize that this is jungle and this is oak. That's fine. I don't have quite as much oak available to me at the moment. Otherwise, I definitely would use it. Okay, let's just do this. There we go. Good. All right. We're starting to get this place lit up. Yes, I know. I know the wood doesn't. The woods don't match. I would have loved to have done all oak. I do have a bunch of azalea saplings. You know, I mean, if we wanted to, then I could spend some time cutting down a bunch of those. I could just like plant them and replant them down here. But I haven't gotten to the point of like mass producing oak yet. So since we're underneath the jungle, I think I'm gonna go with jungle wood, and we will. I can find a way to mix the two together. It'll be fine. Good. All right. So this is a pretty easy to see room. Let's make sure that I have a good way to get back. Which direction? Okay, right there. So that's gonna be my way. Where is he? Yep. Yeah. Not now, buddy. I always want to crit. I always want to like give them a critical hit, which means that every time I hit them, I want to jump and hit them on the downswing. But that's not always practical, and he did not make that such a big priority for me. There we go. Okay, I've got that lapis. We don't need the lapis right away, but you know, it's good to have. Check my riches in my riches chest here for the moment. This stuff will keep on me. All right. So we have a passage that goes this direction, right? Then we have a passage that goes this direction. So like we've got a few directions here already covered. This one looks like it was started by the previous miners, and then we know that this one kind of is where everything weaves through that we went last time. So maybe what we should do, just simply to have it be close to our hub. I know we could go down. There definitely is a lot down. I know there's all those flooded caves below us, so we need to be careful how low we go. So let's start by going this direction, because there's so far nothing developed this way, so far as I know. Unless some of those other mine shafts. Oh wait, we're flooded above us too. Oh boy, hang on. And I can hear drowned up there. Okay, hang on. I need to see exactly what we're dealing with here. I think this is that whole flooded cave system, isn't it? Come on. There we go. Okay, yeah, it is. Oh boy, this is gonna be rough. Oh, and also, if you notice that things look a little different, I turned my shaders off while I was doing some other work because, while I was doing some work up in the, here, let me turn those back on. I actually really like them being on. I only turned them off because I was cutting down a bunch of trees up in the jungle, and all those vines and things up there trying to load the shaders while just playing normally. It was giving me some issues with gameplay. So down here will be fine though. Come on. There we go. There we go. That's how we like it to look. All right, so so this above us is all flooded. So I think I had it wrong. The ones above us are flooded, and I think there are some caves below us that are flooded too, like those flooded tunnels we got to. I think those were lower down. So let's just be careful here. Let's actually staircase this down a few blocks, and then dig into the wall, and then we'll start blasting in that direction, and we'll kind of see what that uncovers. So I think that sounds like a good way to start our mining career. Nice. Go through these iron picks super fast. All right. I think this stair is going to be fine for us. There we go. Bring that up one. All right. I don't remember what the radius is on TNT. But, I guess, fire in the hole. Nice. Let's see what we did. Man, that's, you know what? Honestly, this TNT does so much more progress here, so much more quickly in this deep slate. Like, this deep slate is ridiculous to try to mine up. And really, the biggest thing that I want is, like, more stone. That's really the main thing I'm after right now. All right, explosion 2, fire in the hole. Nice. All right, so let's see what this, if this has uncovered anything. At the very least, it got us a nice passageway started. All right, let's light this up. I want to be able to see what's going on. So oh, look at that. Oh wait, no, that was a weird optical illusion. I saw this block there, and for some reason I thought that was like the ceiling of like a really high open cave. For some reason that like did a weird optical illusion on my brain. Never mind, we're fine. Okay, so let me know what's your opinion on this. Should I, as I'm developing a mine shaft, right, to do so properly in Minecraft, should I also bring like the minecart the minecart system back into play? Like end up building like minecart rail systems down to wherever I'm mining, so that like whenever my inventory is full, I can actually just put down a minecart and then ship it back up to the surface. What do you think about that? Does that seem a little too like kind of like cringy, kind of immersive, or does that seem like something that would be fun? I mean, like, really, if I wanted to do all the stuff that I would want to do in the game just for the sake of it being fun, I would go through so much iron. And I'm planning to not make an iron farm for my own reasons, and I'm sure we'll get into that at some point. But I would like to see how far in this game I can actually realistically make it by just mining my iron, by not creating a duping iron farm or something like that. Just simply mining it the way that the game sort of implies that it's supposed to be gathered. I'm kind of curious to see how far in the game I can actually realistically make it, based on the resources that they offer. You know what? This is after that TNT, this feels ridiculously slow. Let's see, what does that give us? Yeah, like 4 stacks. Yeah, we got some work cut out for us. All right, let's see. Trying to think how much gunpowder I actually have. I'm considering just going back to the surface and then just making up a bunch more TNT, because it's a lot more fun to do it that way. Let's see, what have I even got up there? I think I've got like just shy of a stack of gunpowder, which is probably only going to give me like maybe 10-ish. TNT, which honestly, like, that'll do some stuff, but it's not going to get me all that far. Maybe what we should do is begin by developing a like build pattern, because like if you're going to be building in a mine shaft, it needs to be kind of a repeatable pattern, what you do, for like wooden supports and things like that. Like this right here looks pretty good, But I think I might have to start putting in some posts to make sure that like, you know, it looks like the ceiling is properly supported. I don't particularly like these posts. They look really flimsy, honestly. So my thought is, where did I put that stuff? Here we go. My thought is using actual like logs as posts and cross beams. Like, let's say, oh, I don't know, maybe like right down here, like right as you're entering into the area, just logs. The only issue is when you're going the 3 wide passageway, it now creates a 1 wide walkway, and I don't like that. That's why I cut them down whenever I go through a mine shaft, because it's too narrow. So my options are either cut this out and make it a 5 wide primary passageway, and then off the primary passageway, I can cut off smaller 3 block wide passageways. Oh, do I not have a shovel? Ah, boy. How lame of me. Let's put this away and this away for the moment, and make a shovel. Or 2. There we go. I think I just heard lava. That's cool. Anyway, so my options are to either are probably like to make a primary passageway, which is 5 blocks wide, and then make my offshoots from that either 3 blocks wide or 1 block wide or 2 blocks wide, or whatever feels more comfortable that way. But making it 5 blocks wide means that I could end up. I don't necessarily have to make it taller though. If I was to make it 5 blocks wide, that means that I could end up putting like a minecart down the center and still have plenty of room for making archways and supports and things like that. So even though it'll take a lot more time, I'm not in here to do things quickly. I'm here to do things like well, and to make things more fun for myself. So let's make this a 5 block wide passageway. And then we'll see about putting our posts at the sides, like along the wall, not in the wall, but along the wall, so that it will then it will still give us a 3 block wide passageway to walk between the posts. There we go. Okay, so let's say that let's break this down. So let's say that our first passageway entrance was like right here, right? We did like that. Oh wow, I've got there's some problems. Hang on. There we go. And then probably a cross beam here. There we go. We grab some iron for some nuggets. There we go. Man, I really should get some chains too. There we go. Just a couple of chains. Now the chains I'm going to have to be kind of sparing with. I realize that. Just because I understand that chains, like, I already have so many uses for iron already. Much less trying to add chains into the mix and instantly making it much more difficult to access everything I need. All right. Let's do this. Oops, not that. There we go. Or if I wanted to. Oh, nice. That sounds awesome. Yeah. I'll have to let you know. Like once I'm done with my stuff this afternoon, I'll shoot you a text. I'll try and get that downloaded, and maybe we'll stream or play. I'm not sure which, but we'll at least play and hang out a bit, and we'll play some Left 4 Dead. Yeah, that'll be fun. I haven't played Left 4 Dead in years, so that'll be a lot of fun. Oh yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, I'll talk to you later then. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, good. This feels pretty good for an entrance. Not perfect, but it's making progress. We'll figure out our whole, you know, proper repeatable pattern as we go. Well, I'm sure like once we get to our once we start branching off into other smaller ones, we'll start developing those. It'll become pretty consistent and continual, I think, for us. Bye. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, then of course is going to come the question, like I actually really like using the lanterns. The next question is going to be, like, at what intervals should we put these posts and should we put lanterns? Because we definitely don't have to like run things all the way across. That's not necessary. But what will be necessary, let's say let's try like every 10, or maybe like the distance from here to there where that thing kind of cuts in a little bit. Let's see, how many blocks away is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks. Okay, so I did just say 10 blocks. So let's try every 10 blocks and see what that feels like. See if that feels pretty good to us. And then let's see. Should I do? Let's go with. I don't necessarily want to use just like log blocks for everything. So let's try this. Let's try making yes, some stairs, but also some fences. There we go. And let's start with fences and slabs and kind of see where that gets us. May end up getting us everywhere we need to go. Like, okay, firstly, like if I was to just do this, right? Okay, I totally need to bring some lights down here because you can't see otherwise. Okay. Okay. There we go. So let's say, there we go. There's a bit of light. So if I place these, nope, not there. If I place these like this, it doesn't look bad, but these almost look like weird eyebrows, and I kind of don't like it. If we were to do something like this, and then hang this from underneath. Also, I don't think that's perfect, and I think one of my issues is the fact that they kind of block your line of sight. What I really like is these like long, clean lines. Oops, wrong button. Like these long, clean lines, and symmetry. Those are some of the things that I think really make these mine shafts really feel like a magical place. So what if every time we put up these posts, we did some kind of like other, like, I mean, not torches. Like these. Like if we did some kind of interesting sort of like something like some kind of a design that was sort of set to the sides, right? Like maybe we do something simple like this. Just like a simple T-post, right? Like that. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's definitely better than sticking it in front of everything. We could do something like, I mean, we could add, okay, I can't connect this to that. But I mean, I could do something like this kind of setup. Like if I made the ceiling 1 block higher. I kind of like that. Like, let's say if we did this, just bring it up another block. You just extend this all the way over. So we can do the same thing to both sides. This definitely means that like the mining is going to become very monotonous very quickly. That's fine. That's kind of the way that I intend to play this game. Nice. Let's take that. Add another post. Add another post. Let's go with that and this. There, like that. Right? There we go. Like that. Maybe even, you know, like that. Straight across. Or else I could end up making this one into something a little bigger. Like maybe I could put like one of those in there. Or I could end up adding something like one of these. Right? Like I could end up doing all kinds of stuff. For the moment, I don't necessarily want to make it really extravagant, and I feel like this feels very extravagant. This feels kind of like a little too much to me. I mean, I'm not quite sure how to fix it. I'm not quite sure what I'm going for yet. So we'll keep it at this. We'll just keep it really simple for the moment, and then I'm sure we'll end up coming up with some other versions of it in the future. I'm not really concerned with that because it's not really my highest priority right this moment. I just wanted to get the mine started. So let's start by mining this all the way back. And then, let's see, I'll be able to just continue mining it forward. It's going to take a bit of time. That's how it goes. Oh boy. These cave-ins are not exactly my favorite. There. Let's, there we go. There we go. There we go. It's a start, right? It's not perfect, but it'll do for now. That spider is starting to bug me. I'm not quite sure where the spider is, but I keep hearing it in the wall. Here's a thought. What if he did that? I think that'll also be too extravagant. I'll come up with something eventually. Let's go empty out my inventory. Riches can go in there. I'll put the chains in there as well. Let's take care of these. There we go. Keep the shield just there so it's easy to access. We'll keep our way lit up though by carrying around a lantern with us. Maybe once this pick runs out, maybe I'll go up there and I'll go make a diamond pick once this one's run out. In which case, then maybe what I'll also do once that happens is grab some bone meal so I can get some more lichen. Because like if I was to like decorate the walls with some lichen down here in this mine, That would actually be a really good way to light it up, but not have to use like these lanterns everywhere. All right, so we're going to extend this out. I'm thinking now, looking at this and realizing that the proportions on my entrance is are exactly the same proportions as my like crossbeam or my supports and lights, like my posts inside. I don't know if I want that to be the case. Like these things are exactly the same height, exactly the same place. I don't want it to be really extravagant, but I also don't want for it to just kind of like, I don't want for it to be confusing. I'd like for it to be obvious to see, oh yeah, that's right, this is a main entrance. Like let's say like if you're deeper in the mines, you go wandering through, then you look over this way. I don't want for that to just look like it continues into mine. I would like to be able to see your way out by seeing where the like the obvious, you know, like landmarks and you know, trail markers are. I could end up using signs or hanging signs. That would be a good idea. I could end up, I could end up just changing the design very slightly. Something else I wouldn't mind doing, like similar to how I was talking about how I always put the torches on the left side so I can find my way back out. Do something similar in there. Maybe not with torches, but with some kind of like a design detail. Maybe just do something on the left side or something like that in order to make it easier to find your way out. Track your progress, or otherwise put signs in every corner that have like an arrow to the way out or something like that. You know, that could be an interesting thing. All right, let's save that lichen for when we come back down. There we go. Not bad. Not perfect, but it's not bad. All right, let's grab some torches. I'll end up just decorating out here at some point, but I can only do one thing at a time here. Maybe we do this for our entrance. Just a very simple change. Just like that. And then maybe that? No, that's too bulky. Maybe that. I know we tried the stair before, but I don't like that. I don't like that. I think slabs is going to be the way to go somehow. Honestly, like that. That's actually not bad. Aside from the fact that obviously this thing extends upwards. So we'll put a stair there instead of a slab, right? And then keep... Oops, not that. There we go. That looks pretty similar either way. I mean, this one's obviously an out going in. This one's an in going out. So like if you're coming around the corner, right? And then you look down here and you see that, you'll be able to see, oh, that's a main passageway just because it's got an arch over the center. It's not much, but I think it's just enough. So let's keep digging this out. There we go. I kind of really want to find out where that spider is because it's kind of bugging me. Is there? There's not a thing over here. Does that continue over? No, it doesn't. Okay. We'll figure that out whenever he shows up. There we go. You know what? Let's do this. There we go. The smaller barrels are going to be for smaller kinds of goods, and then the bigger chests will be for bulk stuff. So stuff like we'll be storing all our stone stuff in these, and then we'll just keep these for other supplies. All right, so let's go make a diamond pick, maybe a couple more iron picks, or at least more iron down here for the sake of making iron picks. There we go, following to that. I'm also going to have to make a pathway, like, leading to here. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, oh, yep. Come on. There we go. Oh, I kind of wish he'd give me that bow. Oh, a couple of arrows are just fine. Whew, watch your step. All right, so I've got to remember to grab some bone meal as well. So, like a stack of iron, some like a diamond pick, some bone meal, and I think I've got enough wood down there for the moment. I've got a few more stacks. Definitely plenty for today for the stream I've got going on. I've got another maybe half an hour-ish left that I can play, at least right this moment. And then I may end up being on tonight again. We'll see. Oh wait, is that? Oh yeah, there we go. Here's my stack of iron. Let me grab some of this coal. You know what? Let me actually do this. I'm gonna bring 8 of these and another stack of wood. Then I'll just start smelting that off so I can get some more coal ready and waiting. All right, let's go grab some bone meal from upstairs. I know I've got more up there, so. Chuck that into my hand. There we go. There we go. Maybe like even if I don't end up adding like mine carts for the sake of transporting goods, I could definitely add mine carts in my mining system to transport me. So I could just like hop in and then just head to my next location, whatever it might be. It's not actually not a bad idea. While I'm up here, let's take the rest of the gunpowder I have. And I think, oops, that's the wrong one. I think it goes in like an X. Right? Like this? Is that it? No. How do you make TNT? What's the formulation? There we go. Okay, I had it backwards. Ah. Unfortunately, I had it the way which would save me some gunpowder. Oh well, that's fine. Well, just like I predicted, I made about 10. And that's okay. These are all empty. Yeah. Alright. Ow. Alright, so continuing down our pathway won't be nearly as hard as long as I have TNT. I'm really going to have to figure out a long-term way to get gunpowder more efficiently. Honestly, looting on my sword would be a huge thing. Because similar to the iron farms, I'm also going to try to... Like, well, another thing that I want to try with this map is I would like to try to specifically, like in a more broad sense, just not use farms and things which technically are like an exploitation of the game's mechanics. Like the game's mechanics happen to be like, you know, spawning iron golems in a certain situation when villagers are in danger and they're in the village and things like that. So then people will just, you know, fabricate a fake village and fake danger in order to then spawn a bunch of iron golems to be able to mass produce iron because you kill them. That feels like taking a game mechanic that's there for the sake of kind of, you know, immersing you in the fact that like villagers and villages exist. And it's just taking that kind of concept and mechanic that's there for immersion and exploiting it for the sake of getting resources. I know it's a thing people do, and it's a thing that a lot of people are fine with. I mean, I don't technically have an issue with it mechanics-wise. My only issue with it is just that I'd like to try playing a different way, just to see what I can do. And in a similar sense, I want to make sure that any farm that I make kind of follows the same rules, right? I would like for any farm that I make to kind of take into consideration the way that the game's like, oh, I didn't get bone meal. Anyway, let me go back up there and get some. I would like for it to take into consideration like the implications that the game has. Like the reason why a mechanic is there is for a specific reason. And I would like to let that mechanic exist for the reason of the mechanic and not exploit it for my own like resource gain. So stuff like, you know, the skeleton spawner is there for the sake of populating a dungeon and making a dungeon more dynamic, and actually making a dungeon a thing that you have to like fight to get into, and then get your reward from the chests, right? Well, in my case, those dungeons aren't very hard, all right? Let's be honest, they're not. And so if I take the skeleton dungeon and I make it and I still make it a dungeon, but I also, in so doing, make it a way for me to be able to grind experience by actually fighting them in the, like actually having an experience of fighting in a dungeon, since that seems to be the intention of the dungeons, right? Is for it to be a fighting experience. And that seems to be backed up by the fact that Minecraft is currently doing this stuff with the trial chambers and trying to actually basically create more dynamic dungeons, because the dungeons they made before just fall flat. They're not really dynamic enough for most people. And so now they're making more dynamic dungeons with the trial chambers and things that are coming out in the next update. So it stands to reason that assuming that a dungeon is there for the sake of being a challenging, like a challenging fight that gets you a reward, that doesn't seem that far-fetched to me. So for my skeleton dungeon, I'm gonna make that skeleton dungeon in a way which is like sort of paying homage to what a dungeon is supposed to be. So I'm going to actually make my skeleton dungeon like I was describing before. Yes, for the sake of the gameplay and like for the sake of the story I'm building here, it's because I want to get revenge from the skeletons. But for the sake of the game, I would like for it to be a mechanic or an intentional use of the game's mechanics the way that it seems to be intended to be used, if that makes sense. And I'm sure that kind of approach, that kind of opinion, will probably be kind of a somewhat controversial opinion when it comes to the Minecraft community, because I know that a lot of people have very specific opinions on farms and farming and how the game should be played and shouldn't be played. I'm not here to fight that battle necessarily. I'm just here to play it the way that I feel like playing it this time around. I definitely don't feel like playing it like that all the time, but this time around, I'd like to give it a try and see if that ends up adding some more intrigue into the small parts of the game. You know, people talk about Minecraft being boring, and I think that's partly because Minecraft isn't intended to be a big, showy, level escalations kind of game, like a lot of people want it to be. Minecraft seems to be designed to be a very low level, low res, small, oh, there we go. I forgot I need shears. Like that kind of like low effort, low res kind of game. And so, you know, it's easy for that to become sort of lost on people. And so that's kind of my intention with some of these gameplay mechanics that I'm doing. Okay, now imagine like a whole room with this is just just with this as the floor. It would honestly look a lot like the Deep Dark. And honestly, I kind of wonder if that was their intention with the glow lichen, to have any kind of a tie to the deep dark, like the skulk veins, or if they don't have any connections, because they do look similar. And yes, that's because you can only do so much with a block of pixels. But oh no, it does kind of, you know, makes me wonder. Look at that, exactly a stack. Isn't that awesome? Let's grab... What you gonna grab? Torches. Let's put these in there. There we go. All right, and riches. There we go. And let's keep going. I think building this out is going to take multiple stages. Like the first stage is just going to be this initial 3x3, which will be using sometimes TNT, sometimes other stuff. Oh wait, hang on. There we go. Oh, I didn't bring my flint and steel down with me. It's up here in my hub. Flint and steel. There we go. Here we go. TNT. Show me what you got. Fire in the hole. There we go. Pretty good. I was kind of afraid that was going to put a hole in the floor because I had dug the blocks underneath the TNT. It's not bad, honestly. This stuff digs out a 3x3, and this stuff pretty well. Fire in the hole. Nice. So all that conversation about farms is to say, I'm not sure how I'm going to get my gunpowder efficiently, because according to my own rules, making a creeper farm is kind of off limits. So I'm going to have to figure out, I think I'm just going to have to get a looting sword and just routinely go searching for creepers. Just go, you know, creeper hunting. And I can do some of that stuff, you know, off stream. I don't have to necessarily show that content, because that would just be supremely boring to watch. As though, you know, mining a hole isn't, but you know. Minecraft isn't for everybody. That's for sure. Some people really need for games to have a little bit more excitement. In which case, you should come and check out my Left 4 Dead gameplay. I think me and Dread Pirate Maki are going to be playing Left 4 Dead tonight. So keep an eye out for that. We may just play. We may not end up streaming it this time. I'm not sure. We haven't played in a really long time, so I'm not sure if we want to actually stream our first comeback to the game, or if it would be better to just play on our own time. We'll see. There we go. All right, I'm not going to use TNT here with like some of these softer blocks and things around, because these things are a lot more like a lot easier to deal with digging with a regular pick. So okay. Wait, what? There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, some of this I'm not going to fix because this will eventually be a 5x5. So like I basically just already did some of this mining for myself. Nice. There we go. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fire in the hole. Nice. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hope I can find some kind of ores soon. Like I haven't found any ores in the longest time. I mean, obviously those, but like not much more. Not much more. There we go. Oh, okay. I can't afford to waste. Oh, shoot. This, okay, I don't think there's much to explore down here. This is it? This is just like a drop down? That's fine. I just wasn't expecting it. Alright, let's just... There we go, and fire in the hole. Nice. Alright, deciding if I want to keep this open, you know? I mean, honestly, like, if I end up doing multiple levels like the regular mine shaft, I should keep this open. And then I can have here actually be a place where we branch off to then go down. So I could either... Let's see. I really haven't thought about how to do staircases yet. Because the regular game has some offshoots that just step down a couple steps left or right. Or forward. But then once you step down, you then can't continue forward. So like if I wanted to continue this forward but still also have an offshoot that goes down, I guess I'd have to turn to the right or left. It would be either that or else something like create like, you know, like a railing, like using the railing blocks, and then just create like a one staircase going down. That's not a bad idea doing it that way, but it doesn't look symmetrical and clean. I mean, I could do the same thing like down the center, because if it's gonna be a 5x5, right, that wide, then I could just have a staircase right down the center, just put railings around the edges, and it would be manageable. So maybe I'll try that. Well, let's see how that looks at least. Let's go something like this, and then that, and then this. So if down here is also going to be a 5x5 underneath, which I don't know if it will. You know, if we were to do this, and then just put like a... Let's see, how tall is my guy? If I were to block there, okay, I can't really, like, I could step up, but I want to make these slab stairs, which means that it has to be too long. There we go. And then I can just put railings around that. Have this around here. Meet right back up. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what I want to do. And there you go. And then you just continue your pathway. Like that. That seems like a system that'll work pretty well. But right now, this is the floor, which means I should really bring this down another step in order to make sure that like you can actually have, you know, a 3 tall walkway at least. I know the one above is a 4 tall, but you know. All right, let's use up these last couple of TNT. Whoop. There we go. Wouldn't it be great if this thing like exploded a hole into the wall and then I just had access to like a massive cave? That'd be super cool. Oh, lapis, look at that. What a deal. Nice. What are my coordinates? Oh, I'm only at -10? Well, no wonder I'm not finding any diamonds or anything yet. I need to go down farther. Well, once we clear this out, maybe we'll use our next 2 down in the lower staircase I just made. Oh, look, and now I finally find iron just when I'm about to go walk somewhere else. I hear a skeleton. There we go. Let's see what's down here. One, two, three. But 1, 2. Okay. Okay. So actually, these are all 3 high. Okay, I'm fine with that. 1, 2, 3. Let's hope this doesn't go through the floor. No. Well, imagine that. All right, there we go. I hear you, witch. All right, let's put this one down there. Fire in the hole. There we go. All right, it sounds like they're off to the right here. Or to, I guess, to my left at the time when I started saying that. Let's see. I'm not hearing it. Which? through here. In here. All right, so a little to the right. Aha! A cave. Oh, I'm pretty sure that the witch is right behind me. Nice. Oh no, more skulk. More skulk. This is scary. That's a hole I don't want to be in. Okay, I don't recognize where I am right now. Come on. Can I get down without any problems? That would be ideal. Any diamonds here? No? All right, nothing down there. I'm not gonna grab this redstone. This doesn't really mean all that much to me. Mostly I just want to see what there is to see down here. Let's grab this lapis. See if I can hear the witch again. That's kind of scary. Let's do this. Good, okay. While we wait for that to dissipate. There we go. There we go. Oh, shoot. I'm all out of torches. Aha. Make sure there's no one gonna sneak up on me. Nice. Pretty legit. Anything else down here? I really don't want to go down deep into these caves without torches. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that was a mistake. Okay. Well, nothing down there. Nothing that I feel like spending my time with, at least. Okay. Okay, so that just cycles all the way around. Okay. Cool. Oh. That's a geode. I kind of wonder if this... I wonder if this is the same geode... Oh, hang on. There we go. Come on. There we go. I wonder if this is the same geode that I found up there in the deep dark. Like if this circled all the way down there. Anything? No, this is a different one. Sweet. I'm definitely going to have to come over here and mine this stuff out later. It's nice to know that that's just like right down in our mine, though. It's pretty nice. Let's take... Honestly, look. The calcite. Let's just do this. Let's just save these for later. There we go. There we go. We can always get those later, at a later date. For right now, I'm just going to leave those where they are. This is going the wrong direction. Here we go. This is going back. Alright. I kind of hope I don't run into that witch because I don't want to get poisoned. But still, I wonder where it was. I wonder if there's like, maybe there's like a, maybe it opens up top. See, there's a zombie. I'm just going to dig up a few blocks, see if it opens up into a cave. And then we'll head back. Oh. Aha. Oh, is that what I think it is? There's my zombie. Wouldn't it be great if that was an iron vein? Oh, that'd be awesome. Hang on. Let me just mine in here and see if I can find any other iron clusters. If this is an iron vein, I would love that. I don't think it is. I think that was just coincidence. Oh boy, what a shame. What a shame. Sir? There we go. There we go. You know, I really should have washed my back before I did that. And also, all this andesite, this, I'm going to have to make a note of this being a place where there's like a huge andesite deposit. I'm going to have to come up here just for andesite mining here soon. I'm going to leave this lantern here just so I can track it better. And let's put the lantern here. Really? Really, zombie? Really? Okay. You know what? I'm just going to ignore you. Okay, so right here is definitely going to have to... So I'm definitely going to have to develop this into... Oh, there he is. Into like an actual, like sub tunnel, right? So if this thing ends up being 3 wide and this thing will end up opening up and I can then like have stairs go down, I can then actually create a pathway going up there to my andesite deposit. And then that'll be fine. Honestly, for the amount of time that we had to dig, this actually looks really, really clean. And I'm pretty happy with the amount we got done here today. Now that TNT did so much more for us, and I'm really glad that we did get that TNT because that's a great use of our time and resources. Here, let's do this. Let's do tough here. There we go. Let's put our special stuff down below, including gravel and our smooth basalt. There we go. That'll kind of help just keep things a little bit more organized for us. Flint and steel, shears, my extra lanterns. We'll put the other extra lanterns in here with the torches. There we go. There we go. Now I don't have to just hold one torch. Okay, cool. Well, this is a fun intermittent stream. I'm really glad to have gotten to 19 levels just in that short amount of time that I was on here. And I hope to end up developing this whole mine system like this and then having specific pathways that go to specific resources and things like that. That's the goal, is to eventually make a mine shaft out of the mine shaft. It's not much of a mine shaft now, but I'm going to end up adding to it and actually making this something that's worthwhile. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here with me. And I will catch you next time.